STB, of course, if you can recall, just recently we had, unfortunately, hold on. Sorry, we had, unfortunately, last stream, a lobby restart, which meant we had to, of course, restart the lobby, hence why it's called lobby restart, but also we have done the one-shot qualifying, so we don't need to go over that again. We're going to do the custom grid like one-shot quali ended with, which still includes Nitro Shooter at the top for any Nitro Shooter fans. Talking about Nitro Shooter, he's currently P1 in the standings. Behind him, closely behind him by only 2 points, is Placky. And, well, this sprint race really, you know, rustles the feathers of both of these men going into this weekend, because if you do, it's kind of bonus points, which means you need to worry more than just the Grand Prix in of itself. But Maldy, so far this season, you've watched a lot of Tier 1, more than I have actually. I've only just recently started commentating in Tier 1, last week actually, in fact. So, for any new people watching the stream, Maldy, what would you say is the most key drivers to watch out for some great battles on the track?
Well, I think that obviously we've got Nitro Shooter, C Boas, we've got Ilton here tonight as well. He's a good driver. We've got Semike. So yeah, we've got quite a few new good drivers in this tier pistol. So I was trying to sort out the people that disconnected. We got Canton Dobra and Alpha Dan, unfortunately, disconnected there from the lobby. There seems to be an issue, Pistol, with the people disconnecting between sessions. It's really weird. Seems to be an issue. But yes, I really am looking forward to the battle between Nitro Shooter, C Boas. Basically, the top 5, and then the rest will follow and have a good little battle as well. Obviously, Pistol, it was a one-shot qualifying for the event tonight. Obviously, it is sprint qualifying event. We run one shot purely based on the fact that the drivers don't really have time. There's limited time, and it also ramps up the excitement because it's very quick, very punchy, so we get straight into the action of racing, and that's ultimately what people want. But yes, Pistol, as you said, the sprint qualifying. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back into the you know, I'm so confused. My brain is very slow, Pistol, so bear with. As you said, it's basically 3 points in this race. The top 8 will get points from this sprint. I'm looking forward to see the battling and the action and everything that's going to take place here in Bahrain. A track we've not done sprint at before, Pistol.
Oh, wow.
So we will see how it goes.
So, in 22 seasons in STB, like you heard Maldy just say, we've never had a sprint. This is a time for every driver when they set foot on this track.
No, sorry, Pistol. Sorry, no. I meant not a sprint at Bahrain.
Oh. Well, very well then. What I was going to go on to say is that you could write yourself in the history books for this, but no matter what happens today, I'm sure that you can set the standard going into the next Grand Prix. We previously had Saudi Arabia, which is entertaining to say the least. It's going to be more entertaining today because it's a sprint race as 5 red lights go out, green light go, go, go. Here, the STB Tier 1 Round 4 in Bahrain, the sprint race, of course. And now you can see Ilton could go side by side with Semike into the first one they do, and you can see Ilton almost sending up the inside accidentally to Bowers in of itself there. And Ilton, I think, just keeping his P3 that he just previously gained. You can see, though, Bowers getting very close into Nitro Shooter. Could look for that inside lane going into that right-hander. No, looks to stay behind, doesn't look for that move. You can see big stuff coming out the back. You can see Adam straight into that sign and then going straight off track. You can see Joey going side by side with him now to the left-hander and right-hander. Back to the left they go. Now going into that short little hairpin almost. You can see side by side down the inside. Goes that Alpine. A little bit of a touch there to the Ferrari from the back. Big spin there by the AlphaTauri. You can just see though Adam looking to keep this position. P11, it's just slipped away out of his hands. P10, you can just see, oh no! Oh, the Ferrari makes a huge mistake. That's Lennox, and now it's caused a chicane.
Massive crash down at the back. Yeah. Massive crash down at the back of the field.
A domino effect of just cars going round, and now they'll go round the left-hander. As you can just see, Ludek getting the overtake there on of course, Canton Doblar. But you can see Ali Ferrari, who's an AlphaTauri, funnily enough, cannot get the overtake on Canton Doblar. But into the next turn now, side by side with Danny here. Onto the straight we go, little short straight. Can he keep the position of P14? I'm assuming he will, as into the final turn we go. You can just see that Mercedes still keeping his nose there, but you can see Battle at the top now. I'm so sorry for not getting there soon enough. You can see Bowers just having the slipstream, having the ERS just on the right-hand side lane. Easy overtake. He didn't even need to use the corner, and Bowers slips up into P1 once more, but you can see Nitro Shooter trying to come straight back at him. Is he going to go down the inside? No. Looks to stay behind, and like you said, you were excited to see a battle between Bowers and Nitro Shooter, and so far, they've delivered.
Yeah, Plack is in the pit lane. He's got a broken front wing pistol. Looks like he was involved in the collision. I don't know what happened on
Nitro Shooter's just got overtaken there by Bowers. I'm sorry for cutting you off there, Maldi. But Nitro Shooter gets overtaken by Bowers. It looks like behind him, no trouble to be seen there. Joey slipping down the order, but Nitro Shooter now onto this straight. This is the most important spot. Of course, no matter what race you're in, the top spots, not to do my impression of Will Buxton, but Ludek falling behind Joey there. And going on to this left-hander, you can see Ludek quite a far bit.
But yeah, action everywhere. We've got Sem in P5 at the moment. Jacob, new driver, in P6. He's running decently well. He's on the back of these pack here. And you got Drapo and Attila. Attila needs to try. Well, he's picking up 1 point at the moment from this sprint pistol, so he's not doing too bad. He could be doing better, if that makes sense.
Indeed, I mean, every driver could do better in this Grand Prix. No
pistol, Ali Ferrari is on the inside of D-Day. Danny now as they come down to turn 1. And Ali Ferrari's going to get that move done, but Danny's going to try and hold it running outside here. At the inside for the next corner, side by side through this section. And Ali Ferrari's going to be side by side. Danny's going to activate that ERS down into turn 4. And Danny's going to keep P13 there. And then you got Joey off the track. Something's gone on there between him and the Ferrari of Ludek. They've been very hard pistol in this race. Ludek
yes,
and
indeed.
Joey.
Yes, indeed. And Ali Ferrari, you can see Danny going really defensive there into the next turn, just keeping to that inside lane. Most people at the back usually opt for a move down that inside lane. Most of the top don't, though. Is there something the top knows that the bottom don't?
Oh, Mafio's back up the inside of Canton Dobre. Goes off the circuit.
And now they're going to rejoin now, almost side by side. DRS will be handed over to Canton Dobra. I think he's just letting Mafio go by. And that's what he does.
That's going to be an illegal. Yeah, that was going to be an illegal overtake if he didn't. So, yeah, good sportsmanship there from the Spaniard. And Mafio's up to P17 now. And Plucky, I think he's just going to wait till the race now. Because, yeah, he's had a pretty shocking race. But talking about good runs, we've got Semike now in the slipstream of Smeggy as they come down to turn 1.
And now
he's using quite low wings here, Pistol, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that straight is so key for ERS usage, DRS, and yeah, like you said, high wings as well. Semike's looking for that move. The inside lane will be gifted towards it as they go into that right hand. You can see just at the top.
Shooters on the inside.
Down the inside there. Bowers looking to get the move back. No, the left righter and righter. They're going to try and maneuver themselves as quickly as they possibly can through this little section. Now going into the right hander, the deep right hander. Yet again, it doesn't seem like anybody's going to go for a move down there. And it looks like Nitro Shooter just went into the inside. Round the outside. Bowers couldn't get the overtake. Bowers re-overtake, and now Nitro Shooter sits back on his throne. He's reclaimed his spots there of P1, but you can see Bowers will have that DRS, will have much more ERS as well to Nitro Shooter. How is this battle going to fare out not only in this sprint, but also the Grand Prix in of itself?
I know it's going to be absolutely incredible, Pistol, but now Burvis is going to have that DRS down the pit straight. He's also going to have that slipstream down into the final corner. It's going to be another little overtake situation for the Williams into turn one. This is great stuff.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a spin on the X of that. Like you said, great stuff from both of these drivers. You picked it out that these two will be going head-to-head, and they're going to go head-to-head one more time. Now the Williams looking for that inside lane. Down the inside he'll go into the first turn. The Aston Martin just about keeping it alongside second turn now. Many people spin. Both of them haven't. They've still kept it side by side now. Going onto the straight, the right-hander. That's where Nitro Shooter got the overtake. I think Bowers just has to wave the white flag and let the overtake attempt fall out of his hands. Oh no, and Canton Dobla has just DNF from the Grand Prix.
What has just happened there? Was there a collision? I don't know. He span literally down the straight. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, disappointing race for Canton Dobra. But we've got the AlphaTauri of Ali Ferrari still on the back of Danny here, so he's still trying to get past the Mercedes as Ali Ferrari has left the session.
I don't think it's that, Maldi. I think it's because he actually went really, really wide, which allowed both of them to overtake him. Actually, I caught that perfectly on the stream. So, yeah, it just seems like he's more ghosting because of that wide line that he took, and maybe it's just said, you know, it's too dangerous to keep you actually solid. You've got to have to ghost now for the end of the race. You can see though Bowers getting a lot of time gained here onto the straight. I mean, it's to be expected with DRS and ERS usage. And now, is it going to be just enough to gain to look for a move? He will look for the move. Down the inside, he'll go into the first turn here in the Bahrain sprint for like the third time now. As they go side by side once more onto the second turn. DRS will be handed over to to Bowers. Surely he'll get the overtake on Nitro Shooter. He will. He doesn't even need the corner to get the overtake. Another thing you can see, Eton now looking at the backside of both of these cars. The helicopter can coming into play here as Nitro Shooter re-overtakes down the inside for another position. Now you can see Ilton though looking for an overtake when he can. He's going to look around the outside. Oh, Bowers, is he going to get the overtake done and dusted? Maybe a gap will be formed between Bowers and Nitro Shooter if that battle is to be continued. But right now, Nitro Shooter is still P1, Bowers P2, and Ilton P3. These men going head to head for the top positions here in the sprint.
Yeah, Bowers is going to have DRS again, but he's going to have pressure from Ilton behind him. So we're going to have to see through this final sector. 7th right on the back of Ilton as well, so it's looking like a great four-way battle here, Pistol 4, P1.
Yep, perfectly put by you, as now they'll go on to the pit straight. Bowers gained so much onto this straight. It's to be expected, of course, with ERS and DRS usage. And he's looked for a move every single time. Is he going to look for another one here? Maybe not. I feel like he doesn't have enough speed. We'll have to see, though. Will he look for it? He will! Once more, look down the inside into the first turn. Is it going to be carbon copy of what we saw for the first few laps here?
Yeah.
7th lap now. You can just see Ilton, though, in the background looking for an overtake where he can going into the next
Ilton's on the inside!
Oh, Ilton is 3 wide going into the next turn now. Side by side goes Ilton and Bowers. Oh, my. Ilton has to creep up the inside. There's Nitro Shooter, though. Looking for a switch back between the both of them. And now the Aston Martin getting so close to that Williams. So close, but yes, so far away. Ilton so close to the backside there of Nitro Shooter. He won't look for the move. But my oh my, what have we just seen here in the sprint, in Bahrain, in STB? What a battle! Oh, but now you can see Nitro Shooter so wide into that turn, and now Ilton has opened the door for him. He's got DRS. Is he going to be able to get the overtake? I don't think he will. He won't look for anything sketchy through here, but that battle has now created a 6/10 gap, Maldi, by the way. Do you think that's going to be closed down?
Yeah, a very big gap now. But yeah, Pistol, you was lagging a little bit through that commentary then, but great stuff. Or it was just you having no words. There was side-by-side, nearly 4 wide in that second sector. But now we've got Nitro Shooter, Pistol. I'm going to give you a little bit of a break now. Let's see if he can get it back in that that zone to get a move done. He's going to have the DRS down the next straight. Great exit off the final corner. DRS is activated for the Aston Martin. I don't think he's going to not have the pace, but Sem's going to try and get a move done on Hilton here. Then you've got Smeggy behind him, and Drapo's actually got the move done on Jacob. So Jacob's P7 at the moment, running
great
in.
Speed here on Nitro Shooter. Sorry to cut you off. Hilton is right up the backside here on Nitro Shooter. He won't look for the move. He baited it. And you can see Semike going very wide in that turn. Maybe Smeggy can look for the overtake. But I usually lag a lot when I get excited for this type of stuff. It's quite annoying. I hope most of my words were heard. But if not, then oh well. I think the battle should have been the highlight in of itself rather than my commentary. What a battle that was. We might see something like that once more as we will enter the last few laps here in the sprint. This isn't even the Grand Prix in of itself. Smeggy, what's he done? Resets to the track and into the wall once more. He's lost this for a wing. He's reset to the track again. My oh my, he's done an absolute mare. Well, Bowers now perfect for him. Started P2, he's had some battles with Nitro Shooter for that top spot. He's eventually got that top spot. It's the question remains, can Nitro Shooter catch up to Bowers and then go for the overtake, go for the move, and the outside or inside. These two drivers so brave, so good, so skillful. They've demonstrated all of that in this sprint, and they'll do it again, without doubt, inside of the sprint. Sorry, not sprint, Grand Prix. Smeggy pits, yep, of course, for that wing damage. Full front wing off, and he doesn't want to lose any more positions than he already would have if he stayed out. And well, it might just seem like, whilst the top four are close, it might not be a battle on the last lap. We'll have to see though. Anything can happen in STB. I mean, we never expected to see 3 wide into a right-hander in Sector 2, but I mean, like I said, anything can happen.
Yeah, they like to give us action in Tier 1, don't they? They like to give us action, but Nitro Shooter right on the back now. He has retired from session.
Yeah, lucky.
And he's left the session. Interesting stuff. But yeah, it's Nitro Shooter then on the back of Bowers. It's going to be a late lap move. I don't know why they leave the session, to be honest with you. It's a bit confusing, but maybe they're just, I don't know. I don't actually know why. But anyway, Pistol, we're going on to the final lap now. Okay. Final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
God, this is going to be horrid for Bowers.
Well, the sprint race anyway.
Sprint, yeah, like you said, Mandy. Sprint race, last lap, and gonna be a last battle, a last tusk here between these two. Down the inside, Nitro Shooter will go on the Williams. Bowers though looking to keep the position. Can he fight off the Aston Martin at final lap? Final time, these two will go head to head here in the sprint, going on to the Grand Prix in of itself. Who's going to be up top?
Bowers on the
inside. There we go. He's got the overtake, but can Nitro Shooter just come back at him? The Williams still prevailing. That Aston, but still, and still, as we manoeuvre around the S section, they still have got the overtake. They're still in P1. Bowers could look to come across the line to start the Bahrain Grand Prix P1, as we'll go on to the next DRS straight now, Maldi, as now Nitro Shooter will have DRS, and he doesn't have any ERS even. He's got 8% ERS. They've got literally the exact same ERS usage. These two are so level with each other. It's unbelievable. Like you said, these Tier 1 folks loves to give us entertainment, and we just might see a last tusk here, maybe into the final turn of this sprint here in STB. And look at this Nitro Shooter. He's going to have the ERS, but very minimal to use. Last turn now. Bowers, if he doesn't mess it up, he hasn't. Surely that's going to be P1 in the Grand Prix. It will be. Bowers, the Williams, will come across the line to win the sprint, taking the full 8 points, and will now start the Grand Prix up top.
That was good.
It was a very good sprint.
Oh, Joey. Oh, no. Oh, Joey. Oh, no.
What's going on?
Oh, no. Joey's just, Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, anyway, Pistol, that is the Bahrain Grand Prix sprint race. Thank you ever so much for taking over there, because it takes me a good 20 minutes to get back in, you know, the groove of things for a commentary. So thank you for that. It's always good having a co-coms. But yes, it's Boas who is your winner for the sprint race here in Bahrain. He will take first on the grid, not pole position, because that was Nitro. Because he got pole in qualifying. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. But, yeah, we'll see. Boba's second was Nitro Shooter. He'll pick up 7 points in the standings. Third is Ilton. Fourth is Semike. Fifth is Drapo. Sixth is Jacob. Eighth is Attila. Seventh is Attila. Eighth is Adam. Ninth is Artem. 10th is Ludek. You're not very happy with that, considering his dominant pace in Saudi. So I was just joined. Is that Smeggy? Yeah. So then that is it. So that is, yeah, Adam picks up the final point in this sprint pistol. So, and Smeggy keeps leaving, so he's probably having issues.
So Bowers, by the way, with that win in the sprint, shoots him up into P6 in the standings rather than having his previous P7. So, also that gap for first in the standings and the person who's currently first in the standings is Nitro Shooter. Previously 70 points, he now has 77. And the gap to Placky now is 9 points. So Placky, if he got points in that sprint race, then obviously it would have been much more easier for him to actually...
Pistol, sorry, my game has glitched. The race director glitch when you go into sprint mode.
Oh yeah, got that a lot. The way I
sorry,
fix
carry
it
on
is
and I'll
just,
rejoin.
Yeah,
carry on and I'll rejoin.
If you tell me, interrupt me at any time if you want me to invite you. But the drivers, after quote unquote warming up on their sprint, they will now do the marathon here in Bahrain, STB, Tier 4, Season 22.
What, are we all in?
I'm assuming so. I'm not too sure though. We're not under a go here for the formation lap, so I don't actually know how many people are in the lobby, etc., etc. But here we go then. Formation lap will commence, and then full course around 30 laps in Bahrain. So after the reshuffle of the cards, kind of, through this sprint, Bowers now is, of course, your leader in the Grand Prix. Nitro Shooter P2, Ilton P3, Semike P4, Drepo P5, Jacob P6, Attila P7, Adam P8, Arto P9, Ludek P10, Dan P11, Danny P12, Mafio P13, Joey P14, Ali Ferrari P15, Smeggy P16, Vega P17, Blacky P18, and Canton Dobler is in P19, and he is on AI. I'm going to check who else is on AI. That's also Placky's on AI, and Smeggy, and Ali Ferrari. Anybody else? No. So pretty much mainly the people who are not in the lobby, I'm assuming, are Canton Dobra, Placky, Smeggy, and Ali Ferrari.
Just trying to sort out these drivers that are having issues with the take control and stuff. Because the lobby seems to be a bit.
Well, we will now study this Bahrain Grand Prix. Sprint was entertaining more than ever. Literally couldn't ask for anything more out of that sprint. And now we beg for more in the Grand Prix. Of course, though, when we beg, Tier 1 always delivers, like they have done all season long. In fact, even my first commentating stint here in Tier 1 last week, I was astonished by how much entertainment was thrown into that Grand Prix. Some more will be chucked into this one. And now Bowers, he has his throne, his crown from the sprint. Can he keep it, or will he be dethroned by any other driver really on the grid? The man who is teeing up to be the first to take that crown off him is Nitro Shooter, then Ilton, then Semi-K, Drapo, Jacob, Attila, etc, etc. I've already gone through the lineup. As now the cars will quite literally line up as well into their little grid slots. We await.
Okay, Pistol, you do the start and then we'll be ready for the race.
So here we go then. 5 red lights. Green light, go, go, go. Here for Tier 1, round 4. Bahrain, the Grand Prix of itself now. And you can see massive crash at the back. And the McLaren straight into a wall. Surely it's a safety car very early on. Or is it not? You can see the Rebels tussing with that Mercedes really of Drapo. And now you can see Jacob looking to go up the backside really of Attila. Attila, they're getting very close to his teammate. So much going on here. Straight onto the start. Around the outside. Ludek's going to go here on the Mercedes. You can see just behind Ilton and Nitro Shooter. What's happened to him? He's had an absolutely horrific start. Ludek, though, still keeping his P6. Drapo, P5. Jacob, P3. Attila, but Bowers! Bowers, what's he done? Bowers, oh no, oh no! This going into the Grand Prix. Oh my, drama thrown in at its finest. And now the Rebels now have a 1-2 going into Sector 2 on lap 1. My oh my, what on earth have I just seen?
Don't know, Pistol. People seem to have issues taking control of their cars.
Well, it looks like Ludek's having issues to keep his P5 as Ilton is onto the straight, looking to go down that inside lane. ERS now being used, but you can see Attila, he's actually going to battle this with Semi-K up for top spot. He was getting extremely close, and it looks like Semi-K is just going to say, you know what, you can have your P1. I do not want to battle with my teammate. You can see now Ilton will be looking for the move here. Smeggy get very close at the backside, but Ilton looking for the move on the inside lane. And maybe the AlphaTauri could have a say in this. It's going to be 3 wide into the first turn now between the Ferrari, the Alpine, the AlphaTauri. Going into the second turn now. Is Ludek going to have a say in this? Onto this straight, he wills now. He's getting very close up to the backside of the Alpine here in Ilton. And now you can see this could be 3 wide going into the next turn like we saw in the sprint race, but no, it's not going to happen. The Ferrari will go side by side, tussling with the Alpine. He won't get the manoeuvre done, and Dawson, he stays behind. And you can see Smeggy is so close, just falling down to P6. He's hanging on by a thread, and you need to be hanging on by a rope, really, if you want to keep any position in Tier 1 in STB. Well, Nitro Shooter now will be looking for an overtake on Mafio. Of course, slipping down the order, trickle down into P8. He's now P10, actually, so he's done even worse. Interesting line there through the exit of that turn. Very tricky turn 11, I want to say that is. I'm not too sure, though. Don't quote me on that. But Nitro Shooter, we know he has the pace, right? We know he has the pace on every track, but he's got a big mistake there. You can see just in the background, the Alfa Romeo, and there's a safety car for that incident. Vega just tussling out off the track. Baldi, what have you made of this entertaining lap 2 and lap 1?
It's been absolutely crazy. I don't think there is a safety car. I think someone just span and left the session. I think it's been a very glitchy lobby tonight. Yeah, some people are a little bit
well, anyway, so I'm going to have to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's just been, sorry, I'm just trying to sort out the T1 drivers because they're very kind of like, well, annoyed because of what's been going on in this lobby tonight. It's been very glitchy, but we'll just get on now, Pistol, and get on with the race. They're just going to have to quite alone, unfortunately.
Well, you can see now Drapo getting close to Jacob. But Semi-K and Attila, 1-2 for Red Bull. Red Bull first in the standing, so they are the best. But, I mean, when you see Nitro Shooter shooting up into those positions, you just expect them to keep it. But Ludek now around the outside there of Dan. Gets the overtake done and dusted, really. Jacob, big mistake! And the Ferrari slips down and trickles into P9. He's got to try and keep it now, as both the Williams could go side by side. Bowers and Maffio now. You can see Bowers looking for 2 for 1. Here's your deal. Oh no, big touch! And now both the Williams now getting overtaken there by Ali Ferrari. Both the Williams went off track by a little connection with Jacob. That's going to cause some arguments in the stewards' chat. And now you can see Drapo now spinning down the order. The Mercedes flying high. And now gravity has taken its effect. What is going on here? As you can see, what is going on? What is going on? Dan's just spun. My oh my. This is crazy. Nitro Shooter now looking for that mover down the inside. He'll look to go here on Ludek. Can he get the maneuver done and dusted there? Ludek locking up into that first turn. And Dan Souza's out of the Bahrain Grand Prix. But Nitro Shooter's up into P5. He's got the maneuver done and dusted. Nothing else to say about that. And Ludek really having to stay behind. Good pace from the Aston Martin. But of course we know that as he got pole. But...
yeah,
also,
Pistol, it's absolutely crazy, this Grand Prix. There's been apparently a lot of glitches, a lot of problems with this race. But yeah, great racing so far in Bahrain. A few collisions, but you know what? It's been a decent evening so far for the drivers that unfortunately have not been affected by the game being hit, unfortunately. But yeah, Smeggy's P3.
He is. Smeggy actually doing really, really well. The Alpha Tauri, Smeggy. I'm not too sure if he's even in the top 20 in the driver standings. To be honest, he's very far down in the order. But it looks like he's really chilling in P3 right now. I'm just trying to actually see if he is in the top 20. I don't think he is. I genuinely don't think he's in the top 20. So this will be a massive result for Smeggy. I don't know if it's his debut or not. We've had some drivers making their debut. And, well, now, the Red Bulls we've mentioned before, haven't we, Mal? The top 2 Red Bulls, first and second. Have you made a big Grand Prix so far?
Attila and Sem, they've just kept out of trouble. They kept out the issues on the first lap, and they're now running 1-2. Great race so far for the Red Bulls, and this is definitely what they need, Pistol, for the championship. With not just shooting P5 now, because I don't know what happened to him. I was sorting some out in the chat. There were some people that were affected by the problems, and then I saw that not just shit was in P10. So it's been a very crazy. And Smeggy span on the curb. Oh no! It's a disaster.
Oh,
it's a disaster for the Alpha Tauri driver.
That is not what you want to see. I mean, it's just what Nitro Shooter wants to see. He's up into P4 now, but
yeah, he's
I
up
mean,
to P4 now
heartbreak
in this
for Smeggy, really.
We've actually got quite a few AIs as well.
Yeah, which is quite annoying, to be honest. Plaki and Canton Dobra's AIs looking to have a great battle between them, and Smeggy's done it again! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Rather than keeping... oh no, he's done it. This is...
well, that's not very good.
Yeah, it's for the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah.
But now here's Joey maybe looking for a move. He's got Ali Ferrari. That right-hand side lane, inside lane, going into turn 1 is just too hot to handle. But look at Ferrari, just ahead. Jacob, then he's like, oh my, what's happening between them all? There's 3 more going on to turn 2 here between an Alpha Tauri, a Ferrari, and a Williams. What is going on?
And
so much drama. What is going on? Oh my, Ludek spinning, twisting, turning, and look at this. Bowers looking for a switchback now with Ali Ferrari. Can he get the maneuver? Done and dusted. And Smeggy is out of the Bahrain Grand Prix. I think they've just settled down a tiny bit. Oh my, oh no, never mind. Oh my. Perfect timing on commentary. What have I just seen?
I think he lost the back again on the curb, and then he's hit Ali Ferrari.
That gave me a massive jump scare. I'm actually going to watch it back on the stream. That gave me a massive jump scare. Oh my god. I mean, that is awful for Ali Ferrari and Jacob, of course. Really unfortunate for them. Yeah, I just saw that back on the stream. Ali Ferrari and Jacob. It looked like Jacob just lost his back end, was wiggling around and turned right and straight into the path of Ali Ferrari. Ali Ferrari straight into them. Thank God Ghost was on. Otherwise, Bowers would be dead. He, like, literally, his AI inside of his cockpit would be dead. That was... Whew, that was quite the moment.
Wow.
Well, that's going to be a lot for stewards to say. I personally think that was a racing incident if I was a steward. I don't think it was anybody's fault. I felt like it's just unlucky, really, for Ali Ferrari. I'm assuming that that's going to be a new front wing now for Bowers, and it is. Perfect time, actually, for some people who are on the mediums going hard.
Was Bowers involved in that as well?
Yeah, he was. He just lost the back end, and then Bowers was just watching the whole thing and bumped into the both of them. And it looks like he actually doesn't have any damage on his front wing, so that was more of a tactical change there for Bowers. Not too sure why he's done that, but maybe he knows something that I don't. But semi-K. I mean, this is why I love sprints, because not only do you give the entertainment for that, but also it makes everything in the Grand Prix for some reason so much more exciting. And just, I mean, yeah,
the fact that they were 3 wide through turn 2 was crazy. That absolutely crazy.
That was. I mean, I've never seen that ever in my 5 months now in commentary. That was quite the moment. I mean, 5 months isn't a lot, but still, I don't think I'll ever see that for the rest of my commentary stint that I'll do for quite some years now. I'll look back on this and I'll be like, I saw people going 3 wide into turn 2 in Bahrain and not one of them spanned out. Not one of them made a mistake. On the extra turn 2, one of them did, but I mean, Maddie, what do you make of that?
I'm not clue. Yeah. I don't know what happened then, Pistol. This is the thing. Like, I think the Ferrari lost the back end.
Yeah, he was having some troubles with traction there. He was kind of slipping on his wheels for quite some time, like he was ice skating. Finally turned right and right into the path of Ali Ferrari. Ali Ferrari hit the Ferrari, funnily enough, and they instantly both DNF'd right in front of Bowers. Bowers literally was a centimetre apart from when that happened. It was quite the sight for him. I think deer in the headlights moment, really, for I mean, for Bowers. I mean, that was unbelievable.
What
is going
on here? What is going on?
Do you know what happened there?
I don't have no idea what happened. Attila was one of his tyres, and then he's just completely. This is atrocious. What's going on tonight?
I mean, that is Saudi Arabia.
You know, are people just on smoke 24/7?
I just don't know, to be honest.
I'm just confused. What is going on here in Bahrain? But yeah, I think Attila may have. Well, Ludek's got no front wing now. He's going to be at the back of the field. That's yeah.
That was odd.
I don't know.
Odd, annoying. I don't know what words to say really for that one. I can't really describe that in commentary, which is the first time I've had to say that actually in quite some time. Yeah, Attila just poor from him. I mean, he was previously P1 in this Grand Prix, by the way. His teammate Simi K will now have that luxurious P1. And, well, let's look at the tyres then, shall we? Because, of course, people will be pitting on different tyres now. And pretty much they're just all following.
Yeah, Ludek's going to... Sorry, Pistol. Ludek's going to come into the pit lane.
Yeah.
He has got a completely broken front wing, so I don't know what's going on between him and Attila, but there was Yeah, there must have been big contact. Attila, is he going to go in the box as well? No. It's just be deck and Artem going to come in as well.
Pretty much. And a person we haven't actually picked out, Maldy, at all in this Grand Prix, because so much has been going on, even though he's second in the championship, is Placky. Oh, well, he's actually...
Yeah, he's not second anymore. He's not second anymore.
Yeah, well, no, he's second in the championship. And if Attila actually won this Grand Prix, he would have actually been ahead of him. Going into the next one.
Yeah, Attila was running in the right position. I don't know what happened on that safety car, but yeah, big mistakes in Bahrain. And now Ludic's on a set of mediums, Artem's on a set of hards, Mafio's on a mediums.
Oh, interesting. Mafia on mediums now.
But yeah, you got Placky, Condobrat, and Unai. They've all had issues tonight, so they've ghosted. They can't get back in the lobby. So it's going to be quite bad for Boas, Danny, Attila, these guys to get past these drivers because they can't overtake till the start-finish line, and the AIs go quite slow. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to them running after this. This has been an action-packed Bahrain Grand Prix. So I love coming to Bahrain because it's so much action and so much drama around this track. So admins, drivers, and people that have to.
MEK going to go full throttle. If we're lucky to see that here, and a nitrogen. Yes, you can see Joey still looking for an overtake on Draper when he can. Falling down the order, but that's pretty much expected, really. Bowers now getting right up the back here of DJ Danny. Maybe we'll see an overtake from him soon. Of course, he's now trickled down into P6. Had an awful start, went straight into the wall and straight into, of course, P7. I mean, horrible start for him from that Grand Prix, for the whole start of the Grand Prix, as Vega has 3 seconds for going extremely wide into that turn. We caught that on camera. But it looks like a got not too much drama.
Unai has a penalty, but he's now. That's so funny.
But anyways.
He's getting that gap out. This is crucial. This is absolutely crucial for his victory tonight. He needs to get that gap out as much as possible, use those hards to his advantage, really push on hard in this race. Not sure it's going to be in the slipstream once again of Hilton down the pit straight.
Well, now you can see Nitro Shooter will be doing everything he can in his power.
And Bowers is on the charge. Sorry, Pistol. Bowers is on the charge as well now.
Yeah, I can... Oh, round the outside. That's a big lunge round the outside from Bowers. And now he's going to look for the overtake here on the Mercedes. They're touching and even more. Second turn, now we go. Onto the straight. Has DJ Danny got damage? I think he has. I can actually see a little bit of damage on that front wing. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe that's just the structure of the Mercedes wing.
Who's that, sorry?
Sure. DJ Danny, but DJ Danny's in the wall!
Danny's ban off! For fuck's sake, that's crazy.
Well, he's definitely got wing damage.
Yeah, Danny span. Yeah.
Oh my.
That's in Fox.
Yep. My.
Yeah.
Mamma mia. But here we go. Nitro Shooter now. Onto the straight. ERS will be wide open for him. Do you see him winning this Grand Prix if everything goes right for him?
For the sake of the championship pistol, I would like to win, to be honest, and Ilton to try and hold Nitro up. That would help. But yeah, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, well, we will have to see. Nitro Shooter, very talented around any track, really. Super fast driver. Day in, day out, puts in the stints, leaves with satisfaction. Maybe he'll claim his satisfactory win once more here tonight under the floodlights in Bahrain. We'll have to see. DRS now will be enabled.
But I must say,
Pistol,
sorry, Sem has used Pistol a lot of ERS, same with Ilton. So Nitro has got about double the ERS than Ilton and Sem. So that could prove very vital later on in the Grand Prix. You've got DRS now on Ilton. Sem broke out that DRS, that's crucial for the Red Bull.
Indeed it is, and now you can see that's going to create a little bit of a tussle between Nitro Shooter and Ilton. That's definitely not what Ilton wants. He won't have the DRS when Nitro Shooter will. Nitro Shooter will have that pace advantage. Will he get the overtake soon? And by the way, Bowers, I think I called it on stream, he overtook Joey with DRS wide open onto the right hand side on that pit straight, just dusted, and he's right back of Draper.
And now he's gonna try and get past Draper. He's on that charge back up the field.
Well, there we go. Nitro Shooter with his DRS is wide open now. He's not going to gain too much down that straight. But you can see Bowers getting very closer to Draper. He's lagging a little bit going on this left-hander. But no overtake for him. But you can see Nitro Shooter, look how close he is. Up the back of the Alpine. Here we go onto this straight. You can see the ERS might come into play now. It will. It looks like Ilton won't use any, whilst Nitro Shooter might use just a little bit to try and get past the Alpine onto the straight. Now they'll go. Nitro Shooter will have the DRS. Maybe he'll use the ERS even. He will. DRS, ERS. Surely this is an overtake given Nitro Shooter across the line to start lap 13. And Nitro Shooter instantly gets an overtake and Bowers following suit. Ilton won't look her back at the inside. He locks up into turn 1. No, actually, I think that was Nitro Shooter. Nitro Shooter locked up into turn 1. And now Ilton will be looking for an overtake with DRS and ERS in of itself. The question is now,
he's going to have the DRS now.
Yeah, the question is now, Meldy, can Nitro Shooter get under 1 second?
Yes, he will.
Ooh, well, you're not very confident for Semi-K. I mean, you call him the Verstappen of STB. So, I would assume that you would have said, he'll put up a nice fight. Jesus Christ.
Right, but sorry, Pistol, talking about fights, though, putting up a good fight, Matthew's trying to get himself past Attila here. He's on the better medium tyres.
Yeah, and well, Matthew, he did say in a party with me and you once that he there's no in between whether I get a little bit of points or no. Oh, sorry, there's no in between whether I get big points or no points at all. He said that last week, Saudi Arabia, and that was actually true. He would have got little points, like he might here, but he would have got little points in Saudi Arabia. Sorry for my stumble of words, but he would have got points around 4 maybe in Saudi Arabia, and then just span and then got no points at all. So there's quite literally he either gets big points or no points. So is he going to make another spin and get no points, or is he somehow going to get the big points?
Sorry, Pistol. Sorry, really sorry, Pistol. Bowers is on the charge here. Fast up the Grand Prix, 31 dead.
Yeah, I mean the man is quick.
That is crazy, that.
Yeah, the man is quick. This is why he's in STB. I mean, just shows how quick he is on track. And Nitro Shooter is hovering around 1.1. How much ERS has... Oh, Semi-K has actually got more ERS than Nitro Shooter. Comms is echoing, DJ. Yes, this happens sometimes. Maldi has, like, little earbuds or whatever. Oh, no! Nitro Shooter has 3 seconds! Oh, that's really spiced things up. Nitro Shooter, 3 seconds to his time. And he's now got to not only get an overtake, but also to create a 3 second gap.
Still lagging? Is it still echoing now?
It might. I'm not too sure. Please tell us, DJ, if there is
It's
any
fine.
more.
DJ usually happens when someone's shouting down the mic, because I use earphones, so sometimes it's yeah, it echoes when someone shouts, and not just and Pistol. Obviously, he's doing a great job. But thank you, Pistol, because you've definitely helped me tonight. I'm not going to lie, because I've been very kind of preoccupied. A lot of these drivers are a little bit, salty about tonight. But talking about saltiness, I think Joey's going to be salty to come down into turn 1 because he's going to lose the position to Attila, and Maffio's on the inside of the corner. Okay, go on, Maffio. Go on. Go on. Oh yes, absolutely. Have all the overtakes. Maffio's up to P7. Joey loses 2 places. Fucking hell, Ludo a bit out of control there. He's gone deep
Joey,
there into the
though,
corner.
Joey.
Pistol.
Oh,
Yeah, Maffio's through. Right, here we go. Next up is Attila. Come on, Maffio.
Joey almost spanned there. So Maffio, he might get the big points now. With you cheering him on.
Don't. Because commentator curse is a big thing when it comes to Maffio.
We had that when Jacob and Ali Ferrari got out the Grand Prix. I said, well, I think they've stopped battling now. I don't think there's any more drama between them now. And then they just both crash out. Right in front of me. It was hilarious. But here for some commentator, commentator.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Maffio here though. I'm really rooting for him.
This is a little bit of, mind games really with co-commentator curse.
Also, Pistol, sorry, a track that Maffio doesn't really like either. He's not very quick at this track, so even he said points would be good, but mid points I think he'd be really happy with that. Getting mid points. Yes, thank you, BJ.
Yeah.
I've turned down the mic now, so there won't be no echo.
Yeah, mid points, just a bit like how Semi K at the moment has a bit of mid pace. I can't lie, he's at the top, and well, Nitro Shooter's got that gap down to 4/10, but still though, that question does remain: can he overtake and then create a 3-second gap with?
Boa's just caught up as well. Boa's just caught up.
Yeah, Boa's just caught. Oh yes, he has, and that could create even more drama. Oh yes, we'll have all the drama, thank you, please.
We'll have all the drama, absolutely.
Yep. We'll have all of them, absolutely. But you can see Nitro is getting really close up to the back of Semi K. Surely an overtake is awaiting. Now that left-hander, DRS wide open.
Yeah, then got Drapo 3 seconds behind, so Drapo is falling back a little bit here, Pistol. If these 4 crash, this could give Drapo the opportunity P1, so anything can happen. Everything's happened tonight. We've had glitches, we've had lag outs, we've had disconnections, we've had people murdering, we've had people crying, we've had people just completely losing their shit. Wait a
minute. I'm sorry, Maddie. I've got to say something. Remember when we had in the sprint race, we said that there was a 4-way battle for P1 in the sprint race? The exact same thing's happening, and the exact same drivers are also in that.
And not just in the pit lane, very aggressive there from the Alpine, and he just cut Hilton off into the wall there. Maffio's going to continue on, going to have DRS on the tip.
Well, this makes things a little bit more interesting now. Is the man himself, Nitro Shooter, going to get the undercut? And if he does, well, that 3-second gap might just
needs
be
to be
a
careful
little
here.
bit
Sam
more
needs to be
easier.
very careful.
Needs to do everything he can to push, really. Placky moving up positions because of people pitting. Of course, he's now into the points. But I don't think he'll be in the points any long. I'm going to be honest. I'm not too sure if he's actually joined or not. It's just been a poor race from him. But
he can't get back in, so unfortunately he won't get no points now, unfortunately.
Yeah, very unlucky for him, but you can see. There you go, look. Oh, never mind. He's ghosting as well. Hilton now.
I thought Hilton spammed it.
Was that you, that big noise? Did everybody else?
It's so dodgy, this ghost is so dodgy.
Dodgy a little bit. Like Bauer's pace right now. Can't lie.
Bauer is really on the pace here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe grip hacks. Maybe the new Thomas Runhar. Bowers, I mean, I don't know if he will have the DRS going onto the straight. I don't think he will, because that detection zone right there. Yeah, he's not going to have any DRS.
Right, sending it apart. Right, sends in.
Yep. Sam is in the box. And now Bowers will take people in the race. He's not pitting, actually. I'm not too
Sam
sure why
is
he's
in
in
the
that.
box. Sam. Sam is in the box. In the box. Nitro shooter final call. Na. Sam's in the box. In the box. He's coming out the box. And it's going to be very close on the exit. It's going to be really close, but Sam has got it. Not the shooter P9, then he's not going to have to get that jump on pistol on Sam pistol. So there you go, great singing there, great stuff there. That's some Eurovision type shit there. That's beautiful stuff.
Oh, yes.
Hilton then P10 as well, so you can try and back up now. I'm intrigued to see how Boas is going to do. If he needs to box again. I think he may go for the softs.
Maldy, there's something to point out here. Semiko's going to have to try and defend on cold rubber, and it might just not work out here because Nitrous is just round the outside now, and I think he's got the overtake on the Red Bull. Na. Sem is in P9, Sem is in P9.
Right, DRS then for the Red Bull. It's going to be the pressure from Hilton.
Oh, Hilton now. He's going to keep up that inside.
Come on, Sem.
Whoa, no, what's going on? A big lag on my screen down the inside, though, goes Hilton. I think he's got the overtake down and dusted. Semiko's going to look for a manoeuvre soon, but I don't think it'll come towards him just now. What a move.
Oh.
And now it's reshuffled. Semiko, technically, if you remove everybody else from the grid, he's technically in P3. But Bauer's still not pitting. He's determined to stay to the end. What's his tyres on? 12 lap mediums. Mate, come into the box.
Hilton in the slipstream on Nitro Shooter.
Indeed, I don't think he'll look for an overtake there. It's a bit too dodgy from there. Yeah, and he doesn't.
Nitro Shooter's got the red lights. He's going to be
yeah. Oh yeah.
Deployment all the way down the straights.
Yeah, and now
It was just
look
above
up the inside.
10% mark.
Sorry for cutting you off. Ilton will be looking up the inside very soon of Nitro Shooter. Of course, Nitro Shooter will not have that DRS. ERS usage will be in play for Ilton soon, I believe. I think onto the next straight we'll have.
The thing with Nitro Shooter, The thing with Nitro Shooter is he's now just going to pull away because he's so much quicker than these guys in clean air. So yeah, but Ilton needs to use this DRS now to his advantage and use this extra ERS he's got quickly, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose that DRS.
Well, Nitro Shooter still has those 3 seconds, though. 3 crucial seconds.
And there's been a yellow flag. That's DJ Danny. Fuck's sake.
What's he done? Well, he's done a mad one, and he's now dead. He's in P10. Well, he has DRS now. Hey, look at that, Danny. Maybe a strategic move from him.
No.
And Ludek's got over to
DJ Dan.
Mafio. Oh, no, Ludek. Down the inside into the first turn. Overtake on Mafio. Nitro Shooter, fastest lap. And DRS will be open for Mafia, though. Will be able to look up the inside, potentially, of Ludek. I don't think he will. He's staying behind.
Come on, Hilton.
And Ilton, oh, come on, Ilton, says Maldy. Now, DRS wide open, maybe even ERS, if he will. Maybe down the inside, it would be very, very difficult to do.
No, because he needs it. Pistol, he needs to get this done quickly, because he needs to get this move done, because otherwise he's going to lose time. He's going to lose that DRS. He will lose that DRS, Pistol, if he doesn't get past Nitro Shooter quickly.
Big mistake there by Hilton, and now it opens the door for Semiko to potentially get an overtake. Broke way too late, got a little bit of a lock up with the front rears. And,
this is what I mean, Pistol.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. He needs to get this move done.
I mean, we know he has the pace to keep on the back, but it's just whether or not he can get in front. But Semiko now will have warm rubber now, so I'm assuming he will be able to go for some overtakes soon. Of course, warm rubber definitely will benefit him. Not really anything to say, though, in this moment in time in the Grand Prix. Of course, this 3-way battle for P7 at the moment. Very interesting to watch. Bowers, by the way, is insisting still on not pitting. But
He's back in the straight.
yeah.
The DRS.
Yeah, and I think Ilton's closing up so much. If he can just have a 3/10 gap going onto that straight, it's an easy overtake for him. He just needs to keep within this lap and then some. And he'll maybe look on to even go for a win, maybe, if everybody else is not pitting. Maybe the tyres will just be too much, and maybe they'll just be a hot knife through butter.
The crucial thing, Pistol, the crucial thing here is that Nitro Shooter's got less than 10%. He's running in that region of less than 10%, which means Ilton is going to have a lot more power to use down the straights. Power. So obviously it's important for Ilton to get this move done, but Nitro is just so good through the corners. He's so good.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, well, that's why. Sorry, he's P1 in the standings and would stay the same. Going into the next race, which, can you tell us who it is, Melody? What it is?
The next race?
Yeah, track.
Oh, the next race is beautiful. It's the Autódromo do Maldido. We go back to Portugal, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the Portuguese Grand Prix next week. I can't wait for it. It's going to be beautiful.
Beautiful, just a bit like this three-way battle between Nitro Shooter, Ilton, and Semi-K. They've all... Oh, Joey's got to take on Maffio! Oh no, Maffio's just in the pits. Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
Maffio's in the pit lane, and Ilton's going to be back with that DRS now on Nitro Shooter. As Nitro Shooter, another fastest out of the Grand Prix. This is what I mean, Pistol. Nitro Shooter definitely uses the power that he's got, the grip that he's got, with these fresh mediums, everything he's got. His advantage. People say, "Oh, he's hacking." No, it's just a very quick driver.
Hold on, I gotta reply to a comment here on the stream. 201 says your mic is popping. Which one's popping? Is it the one that sounds like a kid, or a full-grown man?
Popping. What do you mean popping?
It's like static. Like it cuts out a little bit.
I don't know. Right, anyway, Ilton's 7/10 gap now. He needs to get this move done. Come on, Maffio's now on soft tyres.
Yeah, I think maybe Bowers is looking for that as well. It's the only thing I think he would look for. Maybe at this point, maybe he's thinking to go through the end, right until the end of the Grand Prix with these mediums on. I mean, if he does so, and if he can still keep that gap, I mean, it's definitely on the cards. But, I mean, you can still see... Oh, Ilton, he's without any DRS. Maybe the section's good. What's happened to Bowers? Oh, no, he's in the pits.
Jeremy! What's happened to Jeremy? Jeremy's picked up a penalty, and he's happened to Jeremy, I think. We had a mistake out of that final corner.
And Nitro Shooter will have
just kept a DRS as well, Pistol.
Yeah. Oh, big look up there by Nitro Shooter. Puts Ilton back into play. Now he will have DRS once more. DRS wide open as we go onto this short little straight here. And Semi-K has not been able to look for a move anywhere, really. These three have just been nice and tidy between the three of them. And they've not really gone for any moves, Melody. What do you think of that?
Who's that? Sorry?
Ilton, Semi-K and Bowers, they've not really... Oh, sorry. No, Nitro Shooter, Ilton and Semi-K. They haven't really looked for moves on each other, really. What do you make of that?
Well, Ilton can't get near to Nitro Shooter because Nitro Shooter just pulls away through the corners and doesn't have, the gap is too big down the straight to really get a move done. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's not much really that Ilton can do at the minute.
Yeah, I mean... Nitro, I mean yours is popping, by the way, Mario. I can hear that. But also, by the way, that's just what Twitch does. Co-commentary, like party audio, it just messes it up sometimes. So 99% of the time it is Twitch's fault. Sometimes it's not. But you can see Nitro Shooter now will have DRS. Sorry. Pardon me.
Yeah.
But Nitro Shooter now will look for the move on Artem. There's no real getting excited over that. I mean, we know that's going to be an overtake, and there's not going to be a real say, really, between Artem and Nitro Shooter. But top spot right now is Ludek. He's currently winning this Grand Prix with around 5 or 6 laps left to go. He's going to be on some very worn-out mediums against some not very worn out, but some worn-out mediums of Nitrosuiters. So do you think by the end of the Grand Prix we could see, or I could say, that Ludek wins the Bahrain Grand Prix?
Oh, no, Nitrosuiters won this race now. Hilton is now stuck behind Artem.
Oh, yeah. And now this could open the door for Semi-K, maybe. And you can see that window between Artem and Nitrosuiters now a second and a bit.
They've got me inside.
Yeah, no real, getting excited about it. And Hilton won't have any DRS to rely on to keep up the pace with Nitrosuiter. So surely this is game over for Hilton.
Yeah, the gap's 1.5 seconds now. That's.
Well, now this could open the door for Semi-K to go for a move as he has.
But to be honest, actually, Pistol. To be honest, if Hilton can keep the gap at just under 3 seconds. Oh no! Hold on, because Bowers is on the charge now. Fucking hell!
And that's
shit!
What is going on? So much is glitching up on my screen, but Bowers with an overtake on Artem, and now going on just right here.
Pistol. Bowers is on soft compound tyres. He's going to go for the win.
Oh my word! Can he actually win the Bahrain Grand Prix? Star P1 made a massive mistake early on. Can he rethrone himself? Really? Can he get his first place, which he started on, and what he initially wanted to get? He still wanted to get. He's got a thirst, really, for P1. Big mistake. Wait, what the hell? He hopped onto the curb on my screen, Semi-K, and almost turned around. Maybe he didn't, but now he's looking to hop up into B4. That's out the inside there of Hilton going onto this long left-hander. What is Bowers going to make of this situation? He's going to have double slipstream potentially going onto this little straight soon. Semi-K got the overtake done and dusted round the outside really of Hilton. And now Bowers, of course, with better grip. He's got to have ERS enabled here onto this short little straight. He won't look for a move at all. He's staying behind, going onto the middle. Oh, you can see the Alpine really looking up here, but now he can look for a move. Double slip. He could be 3-1 going into the first turn here. If they're not careful, this could create a huge ruckus between the three of them. You can just see now what is going on. 3 wide into the first turn will go surely here. No, it's 2 wide. It's between Hilton and Bowers. Bowers down the inside looking to get 2 for 1. Can he get the overtake round the outside now into the second turn? He's got better grip like you've just pointed out. Hilton there still giving some on something. You can see Semi-K's looking back at it. 3 wide into the right-hander though, but no. Semi-K has to take the bow down towards these two or just ahead of them. And now you can see Bowers takes 2 for 1. He's up into P4. What a battle!
That was incredible wheel-to-wheel racing. That was probably the best wheel-to-wheel racing we've seen all season. That was incredible. Now Bowers needs to make sure he can keep within 3 seconds of Nitrosuiter, and he is the Bahrain Grand Prix winner.
Oh my. And I think he's... But let's not forget, Maldy. Nitrosuiter also has to overtake Ludek and Attila.
Ludek's losing grip on his tyres. I think Ludek's going to try and go to the end.
Yeah, I mean, but I do think that Nitrosuiter still needs to overtake him, really, to be in contention.
But all the top 3 have got penalties, so Bowers is going for this. Bowers is going for the victory, but he needs to make sure that he gets within the gaps. And he is right now. Let's see the penalties. Hold on.
He's under that
5 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. At the moment, Ludek is the winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix at the moment.
Just needs to keep it for 2 more laps. I don't think Nitrosuiter will actually claim the victory here. But, I mean, what a race this has been, by the way. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Drama left, right and centre. We've had the sprint.
Yeah, we've had a few issues at the start, Pistol, but once it calmed itself down, everyone got themselves into positions. It has been a really great race to watch. Probably I don't want to say race of the season because of all the issues, but it's definitely up there at the moment to be one of the best of the season so far.
But now you can see Semi-K. Oh, I'm so sorry for cutting you off there. Semi-K.
Yeah, Sem's going to be fuming. He's had really poor form this season. P6 now in this race. If he can get past Hilton, that's another 2 points on the board. So that's going to be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, DRS will be enabled. Jesus wept! Oh, what? What? What's going on? They span and then they reset the track. Wait, what? 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 Where? What's going on? This is a bit odd. Now I think
Pistol, the stream's lagging on your end. That's what's going on. The stream's lagging on your end. So when someone lags, when someone lags on your screen, it means the stream's lagging.
Yeah. All right then. Well, we'll have to see if Semi K and Ilton will actually lag from their screens. But now you can see Ilton now's looking to defend against Semi K. Semi K has DRS enabled down into the first turn. Semi K will go down the end. Well, that's not good. My microphone cut out. That's perfect. I accidentally unplugged my microphone. Amazing, but long story short, Ilton keeps the position. Well, that's not very good. I just
Come on, brother.
forgot my wire was there. But anyway.
This is crazy at the moment, Pistol. Wait. Who would
Nitro Shooter.
Race then?
Hold on, Shooter. Hold on. Nitro Shooter.
Is Ludek's now 4 seconds behind the because he's...
No, he's not. Attila has 5 seconds, and Ludek's within 3.
Yeah, and then Nitro Shooter's 3, so he'll drop another 3, and then Boa's just got
that's
none.
That's not how it works. Just, Maddie, trust me. Right now, as it is, it's okay.
Huh? No, because Ludek 4 seconds.
Oh Jesus. But now you can see Nitro Shooter looking for that move. He's finally got the maneuver done and dusted. I don't think Ludek's going to have any say in it. Last lap. He's currently P1 in the Grand Prix. Wait, no. He's not actually. You're right. You're right. I was wrong. Nitro Shooter needs to be within 2 seconds to Attila to then win the Grand Prix. And if he doesn't achieve that, then Attila's the winner. Oh no! Oh, big connection between Ilton and Semi K. That definitely wasn't a lag on my end. Back to Semi K at the moment. I mean, what on earth? Those two putting it all out on track, leaving nothing behind but the final lap, Maldi. And I'm going to do my little bit of poetry here. As, well, I feel like Nitro Shooter just has to wave the white flag to the victory here. I mean, Attila, although he's so worn out on these tyres, he just
Pistol. Sorry, Pistol. Ludek. What's going on with Ludek and Bowers here? Bowers has had to let Ludek back through. That has completely fucked his chances of the victory. Carry on.
Anyways, Attila has stepped a foot wrong once, but since then, he hasn't looked back. No mistake from then on, and it's going to
Hold on, Ludek's got a puncher!
That's the first punch of the season! Oh no! Ludek, big puncture for that back right, as Attila comes across the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Congratulations to the raging Red Bull. Attila comes across the line victorious and is 1 point behind Placky for P2 in the standings. What a Grand Prix!
P8.
Oh my, what a disappointing end to Ludek's Grand Prix, and into the wall. Somehow got a point out of that Grand Prix in the end. Big puncture in the back right, you can see. Or back left, actually, sorry. And he's just lucky to even get a point out of this. Well done to him for even getting a point. And Canton Dobler comes across the line, P11, Placky, and so on. And so forth. But as we have a little bit to wait, Melody, until it ends, how have you made this Grand Prix?
A lot of drama, a lot of action. But once it, calmed down a bit, it was it was decent.
A lot of drama, a lot of action.
Yeah, Danny's going to come through the final corner.
Yeah, and that's it. Done and dusted. Thank you all for watching a great Grand Prix. I'm assuming we're going to do interviews now.
I don't think there will be interviews.
No interviews then? Well, that's not.
But we'll see. We'll see.
well, Canton Doble is your driver of the day, even though he was on a die. But the storyline right here is that Attila survives a worn-out mediums to earn himself a victory in Bahrain. So as you can see, the Red Bull takes top spot in the podium. Congratulations to them for a emphatic win. And you can see the Aston Martin of Nitro Shooter and the Williams of Bowers meeting up with the Red Bull for the podium. I mean, great Grand Prix, definitely up there with some of the races so far this season. As now Champagne sprayed in victory for the Red Bull. Game over.
Yeah.
Game over. Attila wins.
The pistol, yeah, the race results are Attila P1. Second was Nitro Shooter. Third was C Bowers. Fourth was Semi K. Fifth was Ilton. Fifth was Drapo. Seventh was Maffio. Eighth was Sherry. Ninth was Artem. 10th was Ludek in the end. That is... I can't believe it. And then we've got... there will be Danny, actually, because Plaki, Unai, and Canton Dobra all were... ghosted. Then your DNFs are Adi Ferrari, Jacob, Smeggy, Dan Sulzat, and Adam. I don't know what happened with Adam tonight, but yeah.
So interviews or not then, Maldy?
What's the top three again?
So Attila and Nitro Shooter.
Yeah, I don't think there will be, because they're all PC or don't have a mic. So,
alright, so I'm going to end the stream here then. Thank you all for watching our fantastic race once more in STB. But yeah, again, when isn't it a great race? Thank you, Melanie, for being...
we will please wait like 10 seconds after I do the outro, because otherwise it will cut out. But yes, guys, that is the Bahrain Grand Prix for Tier 1. You can join me and Maffio tomorrow for Tier 2, where Tier 2 go to Bahrain. Hopefully it'll be a more calmer lobby. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Next week we go to Portimao for the Portuguese Grand Prix round 6. So yes, we'll see you next time.